Yo, what's up guys, welcome back for another Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro Duel video. Next match, Cross-Banlist Cup. Again, let's zoom in. Last game here of Group G. Two Titans, Spyrals, Sky Strikers, 2017 versus 2019. Both these decks, definitely could be title candidates. But let's take a look which deck should or has the advantage. Well, if you take a look at the votes from the people, again the community section, that's the thing, is that Grinder Spyrals should have the advantage over Sky Strikers. Okay, I get why. Stuff like Grinder Golem, the hand traps. I mean, both decks are from a very similar era, or from Master Rule 4 Link format, right? And stuff like Grinder Golem does shut down a lot of Sky Striker interruptions. I'm looking at impermanence, well, from hand, that is. I'm looking at stuff like, obviously the whole Sky Striker package, right? Because again, the Grinder Golem is there in the main monster zone. So Grinder on its own is definitely a very solid card. Same as in, as you would side deck Kaijus against Sky Strikers to give them that monster in the main monster zone. I'm honest here, I was about to not scoop but end my turn, well, other than set rotation, but I was like, could you use Grinder Golem twice, or is it not limited to once per turn? And obviously it isn't, so I can just go for the second one. Very cool. Again, using the 2 tokens, and eventually the thing here with set rotation is that, as you know, I can flip over the spell, but you could give your opponent the what is it called, the gateway to chaos. That's the thing. And if your opponent is not main decking a searchable target to search from the gateway, like one of the Gaia cards, I believe it was back then, people are actually side decking the Gaia card in order to activate the field spell and of course get rid of it eventually, because set rotation does block your field spell zone that way. But long story short, I do opt to get rid of the field spell on my opponent's side of the field as well, so I can eventually, well, here in this situation it doesn't matter because I can go for Ancient Fairy Dragon, but getting rid of that face down field spell gives me the opportunity to use another Spiral Resort to get out Spiral Sleeper. And not sure, maybe I could have gone for a bit of a better field, and with that I mean, well, I don't know. I mean, Trigate is eventually live. Yugioh is not going to draw something, but does have the capability to special summon something from the hand. Same for Firewall, Dragonrite, Priorata, and indeed there is the Spiral Resort to search Sleeper. Something cool also would have been, go for Proxy Dragon for some extra protection, and I guess you could maybe let the Grinder stay on my opponent's side of the field to, block most Sky Striker cards, but I don't know. I mean, you would just go into the battle phase, right, and try to attack over the monsters, and then Spiral Sleeper would have been forced out, so I guess it would always have been better to use Sleeper during your own turn, and then, still have a Sleeper live during your opponent's turn. But again, too many interruptions here in this situation. The fact that your Spiral combo also has the capability to search out that one of DD Crow in the main deck, it's quite frightening. So go second, and my hand is quite okay. Quick fix for the search, the one of, no, only one hand trap in the form of DD Crow, but that's good. DD Crow again, coming in clutch to prevent Kagari. It's Kagari, right? To get, in this case, the engage back from the graveyard. But that's why it's there. So this is fantastic, and that's something I haven't mentioned yet, is that Spyrals also has like an advantage over Sky Strikers. The fact that most of their cards target Widow Anchor, Impermanence, and that's where the field spell comes into play. The field spell, Spiral Resort protects all of your Spiral cards, right? Monsters as well, against or cards that target failure also, but it doesn't protect you against, well, it doesn't protect non-spiral monsters, so let's say Firewall Dragon or Akashic Magician, the links, or Security Dragon, but Troll, Troll is a big slap. Troll hard counters this deck. Again, not really sure how to play around this with the current cards in hand. I felt that, going for a master plan and defense, but I think we know the troll is in hand here, because it was, on the top of the deck previously because of drone, right? Or was it drone? No, it was revealed. I think so. Yeah, off of Tough. Yeah, Toughs and Super Agent. That's the thing. And so we know there's a troll again. And not sure if this. I feel this was a small mistake. I guess a small misplay. But yeah, all right. The Chemistry was revealed, and I believe it was because of that, because the Chemistry was revealed. He didn't went, or this didn't go for the Topologic. Yeah, that's the thing. But like Unicorn reshuffles the deck, obviously, bouncing back Master Plan. And I'm honest, if, what is it called, Topologic Bomber Dragon would have hit the field, the game would already have been over. But long story short, it's not going to matter too much, except the game is going to be a bit longer. And yeah, the gateway was still set. Spyrals can easily get rid of it with the continuous spell. What's it called? You know which one? The spell Book of Judgment. Pop something and eventually, give the deck a more opportunity to use its own field spell, again, like Area 0. But again, Bomber just should hit the field. If this is not an OTK, it should be an OTK. Or am I missing something? Yeah, I'm probably missing something. Some Bomber is indeed going to hit the board. And again, more interruptions. Plus, as you see here, the Ash Blossom in hand as well. So normal summon drone, not protected by the field spell. The Ravine is a dead card because I already have the Destrudo in hand. And again, I don't see myself winning here because again, Topologic is there also. So any monster summoned to a zone where a Link monster is pointing towards to is just going to, trigger Topologic, and that's a problem. Plus, alright, Ancient Fairy Dragon is indeed going to get negated, and yeah, I'm going to get back my Ancient in attack position, so nothing I can do about it. Both trolls definitely hurt, right? Yeah, that first troll definitely hurt a lot. So again, number 3, and I'm like, well, okay, a couple of hand traps already shut down by the resort, so no Veiler or Imperm if they are still there, post game number 1, post side deck. So what can we expect? Evenly matched is there from the top of my head. In favor of, or at least in case of Sky Strikers, right? So evenly matched. What else? Trolls, obviously. Ash Blossoms. None of them. So I'm lucky. I'm honest. If there would have been, well, an Ash Blossom is definitely there to stop the Helix, right? Double Helix from resolving, but I mean, as you see, the fact that quick fix plus duplication, there's many options to do that. Spiral Resort to search out quick fix, and of course you have to hard draw duplication. And again, a full power star Yugioh for those 4 draws, and sending back the DD Crow, which was in the opening hand. I can eventually sort it out with the is it the Lyrilisk Exceed monster? I think so. But yeah, again, just the standard Spiral combos, right? Going for the Firewall Dragon and eventually going to abuse its effect. I'm already able to get back 2 monsters from the graveyard. It's not going to be that important in this situation. So one of the Ash Ball, 3 in the hand. There it is. Proxy Dragon is going to give my field more protection, plus the co-link with the Trigate Wizard, right? And eventually Trigate Wizard indeed is going to hit the board. So a lot of solitaire plays, but that's how it was. That's how it was. That's how, tiered 0 Spiral format was. One of the 2 versions being Grinder Spirals, right? Spiral Sleeper hits the field, equipped with Last Resort, giving it more protection, but, the field spell is also there for protection. Trigate is there, very important for a potential evenly matched, and I believe forgot its name, but the Spiral Trap card that bounces back something from my opponent's side of the field, right? So that's all cool. Plus, right, the searchable DD Crow that, gets rid of the, the Ray in the graveyard. So, okay. Game number 4. This Ash Blossom is really clutch. Again, prevents the engage from going through, but again, as a Sky Striker player, you should know that, right? I mean, it will happen always. Grinder definitely helps out again. Drop it to the field, get summon limited. And I'm honest, game number, or at least, well, the games that are going second, I'm side-taking in Heartbeast Feather Duster, and I believe more Twin Twisters. So The chances are there, but again, let's face it, I wasn't able to, you know, get off like, or at least another summon if it wasn't for Twin Twisters. So the Twin Twister hitting those back rows, and especially the summon limit definitely helped out. And Super Agent forcing out the last card. Okay, yeah, it was because of the premature burial for, you know, for Spyrals, right? So that's all cool. I can try to go for full combo, but eventually I, again, as you see, will get Ash Blossomed. And what are my options here? Yeah, okay, I'm a little bit greedy, but I think this was a correct play. So again, Link Karibo to eventually go for that big Yugioh, draw 4, get back 3, Soul Charge. It's just a cherry on top, but again, I had a lot of outs. Set Rotation, Spiral Resort to Search Out Sleeper, you know. Quick Fixes also in the graveyard, if I'm not mistaken, so... Again, but yeah, Soul Charge is just, you know why it's banned. It's banned because of this. One of the few reasons, right? Sacrificing your life points is not that big, especially if you can put up a co-link featuring Trigate Wizards, the Searchable DD Crow, and I guess I could have played this a little bit different, you know, get out Super Agent, and instead of searching Throne earlier, would have searched out the Spiral Trap, you know, the Phoenix Wing Blast, right? So that's how it is, but again, as I mentioned before, both decks were already sure that they would move on to the top 16 playoffs, so Spyrals first place, followed by Sky Strikers second place. And next matchup, we have Chaos versus, Windups, both at 6 points. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. I'm signing out. Peace.